I'm going to tell you something most Ottawa realtors won't say about Riverside South and Orleans. One of these communities has a feature that will genuinely change your daily life, and most buyers comparing these two never even think to ask about it. Once I show you what I mean, you'll know exactly which one is right for you. Hey, I'm Dwayne Desveaux, your Ottawa realtor with eXp Realty Brokerage in Ottawa, 25 years in Canadian Armed Forces, and I've shown homes in both of these crazy communities. I know what buyers love about each one. I know what surprises them after they move in and the excitement wears off. And I know the question that almost always changes the decision. The brochure version today. Let's get into it. If I had to put it all in one sentence, Orleans is Ottawa's established East End community. They have mature neighborhoods, river access, a strong community identity, and the amenities that have been there for decades. It's a community that knows who it is. Riverside South, Ottawa's modern South End. Master planned, fast growing, newer construction throughout, and something that barely existed like 5 years ago that has completely changed the conversation for buyers. We'll get into that. Both are excellent family communities, but they serve very different buyers. Here's how to figure out which one is for you. Quick Ottawa snapshot, straight from the Ottawa Real Estate Board, May 2026. The average price of a home in Ottawa is around $721,000, down 1% year over year, with the market sitting in a balanced condition. Freehold homes, specifically detached semis and towns, averaged about $812,000 in May, up 0.5% from last year. Both Riverside South and Orleans sit within that range, depending on where you're buying and what pocket you're in. For buyers in the $500,000 to $700,000 range, conditions are about as favorable as they've been in years. Both communities are well positioned right now. The question is just which one fits your life. Let me start with Orleans, and specifically the one thing that stands out to me after showing a ton of homes there that you don't fully appreciate until you're actually in the community. It feels lived in the best possible way. I've shown homes in many Ottawa suburbs, and Orleans has something that newer communities are still working towards, and that's a sense of identity. The streets have history. The parks have been there long enough that the trees actually provide shade. The neighbors have been neighbors for years, not months. And the outdoor piece is real. I'm not talking about a park with a splash pad and a soccer field. I'm talking about Petrie Island, the Ottawa River access, cycling routes that actually go somewheres, beach access in the summer. That outdoor infrastructure took decades to build, and Orleans residents use it every single day. The honest thing I tell buyers about Orleans, it rewards people who know what they want. If East End employment, river access, and established community character in a neighborhood that already knows who it is matters to you, Orleans is hard to argue with. If you're commuting to the South End, the airport corridor, or you work from home, the geography works in your favor too. The 174 gets busy heading west during rush hour, no question. But East End access and the Orleans lifestyle make a lot of sense for the right buyer. Now Riverside South, and here's the thing I teased at the beginning that most agents won't lead with. The Limebank O-Train station, brand new. 5 years ago, this comparison wasn't even close for downtown commuters. Orleans had the transit edge, buses, park and rides, East End access. Riverside South was suburban and car dependent. That has completely changed. I've taken buyers to Limebank Station who came in thinking Riverside South was too far, too removed from the city. They stood on the platform, looked at the downtown runtime, and the whole conversation shifted. You jump on the train and you're heading toward downtown without touching the Queensway. No merge lanes, no brake lights, no 417 at rush hour. For downtown commuters, that's not a minor convenience. Imagine this, it is 300 hours a year of your life back. And beyond the train, Riverside South is one of Ottawa's best modern planned communities. Newer homes throughout, the Rideau River pathway system winding through the neighborhood, the parks, modern schools, modern infrastructure. It feels like a community being built intentionally for how families actually want to live today. Now, let me tell you about a situation I see play out more than you'd think, because this might actually be where you are right now. A couple comes to me, both federal public servants, one working downtown, one working at a government campus on the east side. 2 kids, school age, budget around $700,000. They come in with Orleans at the top of their list. East End culture, river access, established community feel, made complete sense on paper. We went to Orleans first. I showed them 3 homes. They loved the neighborhood. They loved the outdoor access. They loved the idea of raising their kids somewhere with real roots. They were close to pulling the trigger. Then I asked them one question. Which one of you are going to be driving downtown every single day? The husband raised his hand, and I said, before you decide, give me one afternoon in Riverside South. We walked the Rideau River Trail. We drove past Limebank Station. I showed him the commute on his phone, 28 minutes downtown, no car. He turned to his wife and said, I had no idea this existed. They bought in Riverside South. She still talks about getting back to Orleans someday for the river and the community feel, but for where they are in life right now, 2 careers, 2 kids, a downtown commute, Riverside South solved their actual problem. That's the whole decision. Not which neighborhood looks better on paper, which one solves your actual life. Now, I want to be genuinely fair because Orleans has one category where it wins every single time and it's not even close. Outdoor lifestyle. Petrie Island in the summer, beach, kayak launches, trails along the Ottawa River, fishing, cycling, the cycling network on the east end, river pathways that have been maintained and expanded over decades. If outdoor recreation is central to how you want to live, not just nice to have, but actually central, Orleans has an edge that Riverside South can't fully match. Riverside South has the Rideau River trails and they genuinely are beautiful, but the scale and maturity of Orleans, the outdoor access is different. And if you're the family that's outside every weekend and the outdoor lifestyle is a deciding factor, give Orleans a serious weight in your decision. So here's how I actually help buyers land on one or the other. Orleans is probably your community if you work on Ottawa's east side or downtown with easy east end access. Outdoor lifestyle and river access is a genuine priority for your family. You want established neighborhood character that took decades to build, or you're the right kind of buyer who wants to move into a community that's already has its identity figured out. Riverside South is probably your community if you commute downtown and transit matters to your daily life. You want newer construction in a modern planned community. The Rideau River Pathway lifestyle appeals to you, or you're buying with a longer horizon and want to be positioned in Ottawa's South End growth corridor. Right now, Ottawa buyers have more breathing room than they've had in 3 years. And for families in that $500,000 to $700,000 range, conditions are as favorable as they've been in a long time. Both communities are well positioned. The question is just which one fits how your family actually lives, not how you think you'll live when you're scrolling listings on a Saturday morning. If you're trying to figure that out, you're a first-time home buyer, growing family, or you just got a posting message and you're staring at a map of Ottawa wondering, where do I start? Drop a comment below or hit the link in the description. I've helped families make this exact call and I'm happy to walk you through it. No pressure, no pitch, just a straight conversation in your best interest. And before you go, drop a comment and tell me if you were moving to Ottawa tomorrow, Riverside South or Orleans. I genuinely want to know. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.